Marcus Rashford has taken a leaf out of that book, and I saw glimpses under that Unai Emery system where I was like, okay, that's the Marcus Rashford that I remember. That's the guy that is electrified, the international that went to Paris Saint-Germain and reminded the Man United fans that I've got the excellence, that burst onto the scene against Liverpool when he had the 39 on his back. Can he resemble that? Can he do it again? If you can't do it in a Barcelona shirt, you're never going to be motivated to do it.
A look at some of the biggest spenders in this transfer window in Europe. Liverpool, $354 million. This is before they potentially go get Alexander-Arnold. If it's a day that ends in Y, Chelsea have bought a player. Arsenal, over $250 million. Manchester City and Real Madrid all reloading this summer. But we had a question for our panelists here, Jaydee, Dyer. Who did the best business this summer? Now, we have a top 10 list here of best transfers. What was your methodology? How did you go about deciding this?
Oh, well, I just want to start off by saying the list is fluid, right? It's still only, what, the 30th of July, so we still got time. Teams still have time to make business. There's still big moves. Everybody's watching what's happening in Merseyside right now. So I will say the list is fluid, but my thought process was importance of the player, importance of the club, and also overall stature in terms of the fee. That's my 3 points, right?
Okay, so now we're going to go from 10 through 1. We'll start first with 10 through 8.
Come on, we've got to count it down. You know, we've got to give the people what they want. We've got to count it down.
So let's start with number 10.
Okay, I'm going to take you through it. Right here, we have to start with a legend. The man himself, Kevin De Bruyne. I'm going to miss you, Kevin. 10 seasons, 19 trophies. Icon is not enough. We've actually elevated you to Premier League legend. But I don't want anybody to call this a retirement party because he's moving to a team that is known as the Italian champions, of course, now entering back into the Champions League. And oh, there's a familiar face that he'll be teaming up with. Oh, yes, Romelu Lukaku. That right there is everything that I need to know about what Kevin De Bruyne is doing because he understands and we understand that he can remind the whole world, not just Europe, as to why his excellence has prevailed throughout his whole career. Let's take you to 9. This is one that I think is going to cause a few question marks, but I watched him last year. Dean Housen, excellence of the highest accord. When I turned around and said, I didn't think there would be a young 20-year-old that would have that much calmness, that much skill, that much command at his age, but he made the Premier League look easy. This signing doesn't surprise me because Real Madrid go out and do what Real Madrid do. They sign the best talent in the world. He is the wonder kid in terms of centre-backs. He is one of the best talents in the world. If he can take to La Liga the way that he took to the Premier League, this will look like a bargain when we look back at it. Number 8, I know it. I just want to take you down memory lane real quick. November 2022, I was working for a company called Sky Sports. You don't need to worry about that, right? I was sitting there doing Soccer Saturday. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of it. Sitting there in the dugout, and I remember João Pedro against Coventry scoring a hat-trick. I remember that day saying on the broadcast, this guy is a star. Watching what he's done since then, Premier League. And again, elevating himself, he is Chelsea's number 9. He is the reason why we're going to start talking about Chelsea again of the highest accord. And listen to my tip. Outside player for PFA of the year. Right here, João Pedro. If everything clicks like we want it to, that is it. Roll out number 7. Let's go. Bryan and Mbeumo. You already know. We have the question marks. We're always going to have the question marks. Is Old Trafford become the place where careers are dying? Sancho, Pogba, Rashford, Martial, the list goes on. But this guy right here could be the answer to all the problems. Why? Because he's clinical. He's proven in the league. He already has an eye for goal. And Ruben Amorim needs an answer. He needs someone he can trust in the final third. Yes, he comes with a hefty fee, but I watched the interview. This is the only place that you want it to be. So remind Man United fans and the rest of the Premier League as to why they're an elite team. Hit me with 6. Let's go. I love it. We're on a rhythm right now. See this right here? The narrative of the summer. I know it's going underneath the radar because we're all sitting here thinking to ourselves, West Ham and Spurs. Well, I'm from London. Let me tell you, this right here is a very dangerous move. If this doesn't work out for you how you want it to, Mohammed Kudus, you might never play in the Premier League again. But what I will say is you have the ability, you have the class, a little bit inconsistent at times, but stats don't lie in terms of what you're able to do, especially as a progressive dribbler. I'm loving what he's going to do in this Tom and Frank system, and I believe he will deliver when the time is right. But I'm going to remind you, let's see how it worked out for Sol Campbell. They will never forgive you again on East London. I just remind you of that one. Let's go to number 5. We spoke about it in the meeting. Yeah, your Colombian roots.
Yes.
I know I wanted to turn around and give you some homage right here. Yeah. This guy right here is, how often do you turn around and see a Premier League winner say, I want out. I don't want to be here no more. I want more respect. I want more roles. I want more responsibilities. We already know Musiala's going to miss a majority of this season. No more Leroy Sané.
Yeah.
Question marks over Serge Gnabry. This guy right here is the answer to Harry Kane's problems because he's going to give him goals, he's going to give him assists, he's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem in the right way, though. He's going to be clinical and edge, he's going to be versatile, he can work behind the striker, left, right. Luis Díaz is one of the big money moves for the summer. I want to give you another one, though. Give me number 4. This right here, what does Little Wayne say? The best G's move in silence. I like it like lasagna. Forget the G off his name. He's called Gyökeres for a reason. This guy right here has proven himself. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again today. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. 54 goals, need I say any more? And if you need a reminder, just wait for the celebration. Hit me with number 3. The question mark of the summer. I know. I'm thinking the same thing you are. How good is he? Can he do it? Does he deserve to be there? The last Englishman that I thought made a high-profile move, we might get onto another thing, but I'm talking about a forward, was Michael Owen. Remember that, Real Madrid days? Well, Marcus Rashford has taken a leaf out of that book, and I saw glimpses under that Unai Emery system where I was like, okay, that's the Marcus Rashford that I remember. That's the guy that is electrified, the international that went to Paris Saint-Germain and reminded the Man United fans that I've got the excellence, that burst onto the scene against Liverpool when he had the 39 on his back. Can he resemble that? Can he do it again? If you can't do it in a Barcelona shirt, you're never going to be motivated to do it. Hit me with number 2, though. Watch this. I feel like we've forgotten about this.
I agree.
Chris,
I agree.
What? Did we forget about one of the best right-backs in the world? The inverted fullback? One of the best creators in terms of across world football, now joining up with Xabi Alonso? Take a deep breath and remind yourself who TAA is, or we just call him Trent now. I like it, Trent. I like the branding. I like the move. Some people in Liverpool will never like it. They will never forgive you. Well, forget about that, bro. When you're sitting there with Jude Bellingham and you're sitting front row in Fashion Week, I like the way you're thinking. And of course, number 1. There's a reason why we turn around and determine this. This is a British transfer record. And I'm just going to put my professional hat on for a second. If you come to a country with a British transfer record, you better deliver. I'm not talking about you get 5, 6, 7 months, not even half a season to bed in. 125 million plus. Oh, Florian Wirtz, you are the real deal. We know that. But coming to the Premier League delivers its own challenges. This is my power rankings.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, fluid.
Yeah.
Give it a chance to settle. I like the beat in my ear, and I'm rolling. Chris, roll with me. Tell me what you're thinking.
Is Alexander-Arnold ready to come in and push everyone up?
That's why I left it fluid. That moment right
That could be
there,
a new British transfer record.
Because I will push KDB up. I will see KDB out and turn around and put someone else at number 1. If Alexander-Arnold does what we feel like he might do, oh my gosh. That's all I will say.
It's already the Premier League champions.
Crown
And then
them
they
now.
go and add even more.